happens, and we should live with it.
Ought I to be jealous?
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
I was asking about Haxby Park. I'm taking Mary over there tomorrow.
Our Haxby Park? Why? Are the Russells selling?
Not officially, but I'm told they're open to offers.
Sad. The Russells and the Crawleys have been neighbours for centuries.
They're not living there anymore.
It'll be strange for Mary. She's been going to that house ever since she was a little girl in a party dress.
We all have.
There's nowhere better near Downton.
I'm not sure how comfortable it is.
Well, it'll be comfortable when I'm finished with it. Central heating, modern kitchens, bathrooms with every bedroom. It's all possible.
Sounds more like an hotel.
Major Clarkson.
Good morning, Lord Grantham. Lady Edith. Sir. We've had a request. A Canadian major has asked to come here because of a family link with the house. We've taken officers from his regiment before, but I wanted to be sure you'd no objection.
What's his name?
Gordon. Patrick Gordon. He was with Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry at Passchendaele. Caught in a blast and burned. Rather badly, I believe.
Oh, poor fellow. Well, he's perfectly welcome. I'm not aware of how we are connected, but you never know.
Sir.
I've never worked.
You can leave me, Brooks.
Yes, sir. Mr. Bates said you wanted to see me, sir.
Yes. I asked you up here because I want to offer you a job.
I have a job, sir.
Yes, of course you do. I'm sure you enjoy it. I don't mean to suggest I'm offering a better one. Thank you. Although it would mean a considerable increase in salary. Lady Mary and I intend to buy a home near Downton. It's a long way from London, but I've made enough money to please myself these days. I know she holds you in high regard. I believe she would very much appreciate your help when she first sets up house as a bride.
You mean you wish me to leave Downton Abbey and transfer...
Tomorrow we go to see Haxby Park. If we buy it, we'll take on the whole 12,000 acres.
No doubt you will discover many interesting walks to enjoy.
Of course it's run down, but there's nothing wrong with it that money can't fix. So, what do you think?
One thing I must ask. Is Lady Mary aware that you have approached me?
Not yet. I wanted to surprise her. She thinks highly of you, Carson. I hope I won't be taking on a rival.
I await Lady Mary's instruction.
I don't dislike it.
It's so empty.
I didn't know they'd gone.
They've given up.
You can't blame them. When Billy was killed, it knocked the stuffing out of them completely. What'll we do about furniture and pictures and everything?
What does anyone do? Buy it, I presume.
Your lot buys it. My lot inherits it. We ought to be getting back.
Why? What's at Downton that needs your attention so urgently? So, shall we rescue it? Shall we give the house another chapter?
Well, I suppose one has to live somewhere. You're telling...
You'd think he was in Mary's sole charge. I worry it'll mean a big adjustment for him when we marry.
I don't believe Matthew has any desire to stop her marrying Richard. Quite the contrary.
Maybe. But is she as convinced as he is that they have no future?
What are you saying?
I suppose I'm asking whether you want Mary to have children. Because if you do, isn't it time for Lavinia Swire to come back into his life?
I'm sorry if it's a bit of a crush. I didn't want to be overheard.
Are we talking financial ruin or criminal investigation?
Neither. I'll get straight to the point. We have a patient who has been badly burned, who goes by the name of Patrick Gordon. But he claims to be Patrick Crawley.
But I thought he was dead. Didn't he drown on the Titanic?
Well, of course, it is what we all thought until now.
They never found a body.
They never found lots of bodies.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not quite on top of this. Who's Patrick Crawley?
The man who would displace me as heir. If he's alive, then I am no longer the future Earl of Grantham.
It's ridiculous. How can it be true? Where's he been hiding for the last 6 years?
In Canada, suffering from amnesia.
He does have a story that would explain it. I'm not quite sure about how to test the facts.
He knows all sorts of things that only Patrick or someone very close to him would know.
What a stupid thing to say. Any fortune teller at a fair comes up with a dozen details he couldn't possibly know.
There's no need to be angry. This young man is either Patrick or he's not. There must be a way to find out. Is he like Patrick to look at?
He isn't like anything to look at.
I've sent his account up to George Murray in London to ask for his advice.
But what a waste of time and money.
What's the matter? We were all so fond of Patrick. You were going to marry him, for heaven's sake. Aren't you glad if he survived?
Dear me. Should I be worried?
Certainly not. This man is a fake and an imposter. And I think it's a cruel trick to play when Matthew's been through so much.
My dear, don't be too quick to decide. You never know, this might be a blessing in disguise.
What do you mean?
Well, he seems a nice enough chap. He's not very pretty, of course, but he can walk round the estate on his own 2 legs and sire a string of sons to continue the line. All in all, I'd say that's a great improvement on the current situation. Sybil, could I prevail on you to take me back to my room?
Of course.
You need someone to look after him.
Yes, but...
And you'll be too busy with our new life, won't you?
Look, I know you're used to having your own way.
Yes, I am. And I'll say something now I hope I won't have to repeat. If you think you can jilt me, or in some way set me aside, I tell you now, you have given me the power to destroy you, and don't think I won't use it. I want to be a good husband, and for you to be happy, but don't ever cross me, do you understand? Never. Absolutely never.